Hello and most welcome to Alexander Technique 30. It's an even 30. Congratulations both to Kalle Lundahl with his amazing progress. I am not a certified teacher at all, so I've been sort of fiddling my way around. Something did happen, I don't know how it worked, but there is a change. Maybe we saved Kalle's back forever, and we are now combating habits the most progressive way. And today we're going to do a little sitting down reading practice, and it's going to be something that interests. So when you do this, choose something that really interests you so you get drawn into the book. That's the process we want to establish here. So first we will do standing monkey, and then we do something new, sitting monkey. You can actually do it sitting down as well. And the advantage of doing it sitting is that then you can do it all day around. And that means that you can save your back, you can get less fatigue, and you also preserve your intention through the day. Because if you slouch and sit down, you weaken your intentions. Directions become severely damaged, more or less, if you fall together, if you collapse. So that could be the good practice will be counteracted by the collapse. I'll show a collapse for you. You don't want to do it yourself.
Okay, I don't like collapses.
You don't collapse that much, but do it anyway. Sit down and collapse as much as you can. Yeah. And we can add to this, you could read like collapse. There is a collapse reading. You bring the book to you and keep it in your hand maybe. And I recommend you cross your legs. Crossing your legs will always keep, or most usually, not always, but in 95% of the cases, it will bring in a certain tension to the system. Now you still look rather good still. Could you think it's a book that bores you? So see if you can collapse a bit more. Yeah. What we do think is this is comfortable. And in the way it is. But what I already noticed, and this is what you should be aware of, there is a tension sneaking up in the neck, even though Kalle feels completely relaxed. See here. Can you feel this tension?
No.
It's very hard to make you nod now. It wasn't in the morning. Now you're a bit more. It was hard to turn you because you fixated your eyes here somewhere. And what we want to counteract is this. I read something and I fix my eyes and look, then I also fix my neck. When I say fix, I mean fixate. I'm not 100% sure how you say it in English. But fixation is the matter. So I zoom in, I want to read this part, and it's a bit like that. And what happens that your shoulders, which are a bit more protrude here, they come forward, and there is a bending here as well. Not the healthy bending of the hip bending. So without further ado, we give it a try on that. You can, if you please, Kalle, stand up again. So we first do it the easy way, the monkey you've done before, and you will transfer it to your sitting position.
Here?
Yes,
Okay.
Perfect. You can see if I can get you into focus there. Yeah, we're keeping our moods up, although it's almost 5 o'clock. It's the 19th of December, and the environment is far from inspiring. It's actually a bomb shelter. It could be better. The only flowers you find down here is mildew. Nothing else.
Okay, can I do it on my own?
Yeah, sure. You go ahead and start. Very good. So I now feel your integration coming up. Widen here. You can stay there. To see if we can certain stiffness here, if we can get the nod. Yes, very good. It's much better now. Can you feel how softly the head goes on its joint? This softness, this is what we're wanting for. Why has the softness disappeared? Well, it's when we work and when we engage in something habitually, unconsciously, this stiffness comes about. And one way of treating it, so to speak, treating it, is doing constructive rest. But you can also do the monkey as you do here. You have found the hip bent very nicely. See if we can get you up a bit there. Yes. There. You bend exactly where the hip is. Very good. I shouldn't say exactly, but much better. You can feel the joint now, can't you?
Yes.
You're discovering something completely new. And see if I can get in some more shoulder width. Very good. Good direction going out here, out. And since we are talking about spirals, Raymond Dart saw the organism as consisting of spirals. So your arm can spiral out, and that's another way of imagining direction. A sort of, so let's say this is a finger. You can also see the finger as a spiral, and the direction going beyond the finger, which is actually dew in the wave. So a spiral that goes beyond the finger. That is another way of, it's a very nice metaphor for direction. It's a true one as well, which makes it even grander. So what has happened is that Kalle been training the monkey and thinking about it actively. And what happened is he now, oh, look at that. This did not happen a couple of weeks ago. You're bending nicely. I didn't even do this. You're much more upright now. There is less tendency. You can think of a smile back here. Not, I don't want to force a smile on you. But if you can find something humorous or joyful, please project it to the back of your eyes. Yeah, much better. Much better. You did find it, didn't you? Yeah, very good. Let's see, you can go up more. Wow, you're getting taller. And now you are very upright. So I will help you with the monkey, but if you can, try to keep this upwardness once you go down to the chair now. So don't think I'm going down to the chair. Think I'm going upwards. So you expand while going down. This sounds contradictory, But since we're so used to contradictions, we can give it a try. No, use this camera. And you can do it yourself, yeah, and I film you here on the side. You keep that upwardness. Think a lot of space. Think beyond the bomb shelter. And see if we can try to find some humor in this situation. I bet you they turn the oxygen down. They diminish the oxygen levels on the, I think this is the 6th floor, to a bare minimum. And since you're sitting so grandly, I would move the table instead of.
No, I can take it. Oh, okay. I think so. It will.
Maybe.
Let me take this like this. If
you should actually leave it on the table.
I can take the chair.
Yeah. Oh, careful. Yeah, that's more than perfect. So, this is also harder for me, but we see if we can find this. Before you had a good feeling of your feet, the soles of your feet on the floor. They are very important for your balance. So now there is a change. Now you're sitting on your sitting bones. Let your sitting bones be your feet, so to speak. So they expand and they sort of spread into the chair, around and down to the chair. This is actually a bit harder than doing it with the bare feet, but it will be learned in the end, since in a literal way the sitting bones are your feet. All your weight are on the sitting feet, sitting bones, as well as all your weight normally are on your feet. You can remember your feet and see if we can find a monkey here. Project into the sitting bones. We can release a little bit of the arms as well. Yeah, a directionality here. Think of it, prolonging the fingers. Think that there's a spiral. Very nice. Leave that back here. Much better. Forward, even when we go backwards. Very good. You have a movement. Now you're actually bending on the hips. So can you feel the hip joint even here?
Yes.
Maybe not as clear as when you're standing.
No.
But still.
Yes, I feel it. Yes.
You are bending there. So this is the trick. So when you want to approach the book or the computer, instead of bending here and collapsing, you bend at the sitting bones first, and you keep the direction upwards and around. You bend like that, and then you can sort of not go into the book. Keep it this way. According to some Alexander researcher, nearsightedness is caused by this over focusing. So it makes actually the eyes be changed. The roundness disappears, become oval, I think. There's a very nice balance you have here. I can feel through your head that you have found the sitting bones. So approach the book. Have you chosen a specific part you want to read? You can bring up the book if you want to. You can leave it on the table, whatever you prefer.
Richard Feynman described turbulence as the most important unsolved problem of classical physics. A tornado is a typical vortex. It contains contrary motions.
Contrary motions, who they are?
Cold air pushing down on the outside and hot air spirally up on the inside. Vortices of all kinds both arise from and perpetuate such contrary motions.
So when you read a little bit, you can take a pause and you can go back to. Can you feel what there's a little tension sneaking in here? So you keep that joyful thing even when you're reading, and let your concentration stay where you are, Kalle, and let sort of the information come to your eyes. So you accept it, you open up for it, but you don't go and search for it. You can actually add your feet, the sole of your feet. They are very good to give you some extra stamina in the ground. So it's a bit harder when we're sitting down to keep the integrated and balanced composure. Now you have a very nice balance in the head here. Even I thought that phrase was very interesting, Richard Feynman. Now you can continue to read something else that you...
But we have to soon. The moon greeting. Leonardo da Vinci was fascinated all his life by water, its appearance and behavior.
That's much better.
He closely observed, in particular, whirlpools, vortices, turbulence, and other complex flow phenomena. In fact, he observed precisely the flow of water round an old man's stick, partially immersed in a shallow stream.
Wow, that's a vortex. That's a maelstrom almost. Isn't that good?
And there is a plate 19. I don't even know where the plate is.
Don't lose yourself there. So still keep here. You won't lose anything of the text even if you keep yourself balanced.
Here we have the plates. Seated old man studies and notes on the movement of water.
So you keep that. You can read it again and take a look at it. You keep your head this. Yes, that's much better. So you're still here. You're on the sitting bone, and you can still read.
Leonardo observed that water often behaved like hair that I don't have. Something that is apparent from his detailed drawings in plate 18. Consider the movement of the surface of water. It behaves like hair, which has two motions. One conforms to the weight of the mane.
Let me stop you there.
The mane of the...
See if we can.
Horse.
Yes.
The other is to the boundary of the locks that I don't have either. Likewise, water has its edifying movements, one part of which follows the principal current, the other the random and reverse motion.
You can stop there. I think that's quite enough. Thank you very much. You see, there is a small tension coming in here, but you can stay here and you are much more... We haven't done this for a while, but I remember last time maybe in Newsred, you didn't sit as much on the chair. So you let the chair take all of your weight. So you don't need to hold yourself, and you can stay in the place where you are and let the book come to you, as well as the information. You will find the information is even more interesting that way. It's new. There's a little while here if you want to do some extra thing.
Yes, I will do a...
See if you can get up without...
Okay, let me try. Let me try it. Let me see. I will go... yes, now
Put your feet back,
and partially back.
Yeah, very good. Yes. You use the monkey when you get up. You don't have to add your hands.
I will do it, let's say here, if it's okay. And go here, so you have the camera. So the moon greeting, rather a fast version of the moon greeting. Chandra Namaskar.
Chandra Namaskar. So now you have access to the feet again. You can think that they are expanding, getting broader, and that they are able to carry more and more of your weight. You no longer need to hold yourself against gravity or anything else. Very good. You are now bending at the hip joint. How does that feel?
Good.
Yeah.
I now begin to understand the hip.
Yes. So it was well worth repeating or iterating, as you know I like to say. Where every time you do it, it becomes progressively better. Iteration.
Iteration.
Iteration, eternity of iteration.
Biblioteket stänger om en kvart. Behöver du hjälp med tiden, gå till låneexpeditionen. Välkommen tillbaka. The library will close in 15 minutes. If you need any assistance, please contact the information desk. Welcome back.
December the 19th. 2023.
Mm-hmm. So you can sense of humor, very good. You're much more balanced there with the head. But you can also learn that while sitting, so then you will be practicing much more time, many hours a day. But I agree, sitting is a challenge. The more we do something every day, the more habituated we become. But it's well worth it. Yeah, and expand your hands as well. They function as your feet here almost actually. You put some weight on them and they expand. Yeah, angle there. Direction outwards. Very good. I like that. You got the monkey there. Woo, woo, woo. Actually, monkey doesn't come from the animal monkey. It comes from mechanical advantage. But you got the mechanical advantage. Look, you are bending at the hip joint. Think up, yeah. You almost lost it. There you go. Yeah, sorry to no direction out. You don't no need to tense, but you just direct them. So directing is learning how to think actively. And I think that is to be compared with passive thinking, where you have an outer stimuli and your thoughts just comes because of it. It's looking good, yeah. Widening at the same time. And you go up, up, up. And that is also when you go down, you go up. It's actually a fantastic feeling, isn't it? It equals happiness, it equals thinking, it equals success.
Chandra Namaskar.
Chandra Namaskar.
And thank you.
Thank you very much, Kalle Lundahl. Nice progress. Bye bye, everyone.